the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast, and happy Monday to everyone.
Who celebrates.
Oh, sure, yeah.
The dias of the semana.
The dias of the semana, the dias of... Oh, by the way, today's such a Latina-inspired show. We've got lots of news in the Latin space.
We do have lots of news. It's actually very much, I think, going to be a sports-heavy show because it was a big sports weekend. I mean, look at your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Not only am I wearing my $300 Ryder Cup merch.
Let me
just
see
kidding.
it.
It
Your
wasn't
hair's
$300.
covering.
It wasn't $300, but it was so expensive.
Okay, so what? It was $250?
I don't know how much it was. I just know that me and Ben got a bunch of stuff. And the total was $1,300 for merch.
Okay, but it's once in a lifetime merch. Like, you can't ever buy it again.
And it's merch for my sister.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the Pargylicious hat that I got for Jackie. It's a Ryder Cup hat. Everyone was like wearing this hat.
That's like the official hat of the weekend.
Oh, look, this price is on it. How much do you think this hat is? Okay, it's a steal.
45.
48.
Not bad. It looks
I
like
feel like that's a good price.
quality too.
So when we got to the merch place, it was huge. It was like this emporium, and it was so well run. I have so many thoughts on the Ryder Cup from like a logistics standpoint. Like, shout out to the logistics company. It was the most like organized event I'd ever been to. And it was this huge, like literally looked like a King Cullen. Like, it was this huge. And when we're checking out, the guy was like, "Have you guys been to the main merch shop yet?" I said, "Excuse me?" He was like, "Yeah, this is just Polo."
Oh,
I was like
Ralph Lauren?
Yeah, so I thought like Polo, because Polo was like the biggest sponsor. I thought they were just responsible for all the merch.
Got it. You
So
also
then the
said
main merch shop is like a mall where they have different brands doing merch. Is that crazy?
That's sick.
So when next time you're here, I'll give you your hat.
I can't wait to wear this hat to the party tonight.
Yeah, I got my sister a hat, and this is women's merch. They had like some crop tops. You know, we're always talking about how like people can't make merch for women. They're like, oh, athletes, women, like they had Pargylicious things.
I thought you also said, do you get free merch?
No, who said I got free merch?
I thought you said you got free merch.
When?
I don't know. I thought like you posted something. Hold on. You posted something and I was like, oh my gosh, love the merch. And you were like, I got so much free stuff I'll give you.
No, I said I got so much stuff I'll give you, and that's the hat.
Sorry, I just assumed it was free. I said, get me one. You said, I got so much merch, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah, so I picked this out for you today.
Sorry, it was giving free. But
yeah, no, I wish.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to hear about your day at the Ryder Cup.
Is that now, or is there a story?
Well, we have a story about like the events of the Ryder Cup. So you tell me how you want to play it.
Let me talk about like my own personal experience right now, and then because I want to be able to give to the news when we're doing the stories, like just to not center myself. But yeah, I went to the Ryder Cup. It was kind of crazy, you know. As I was like walking through the place, I realized what a big deal it was, you know, and how. Correct me if I'm wrong. When it is in the States, it's not always at this particular facility, is it?
Different every time. Just like all the golf, they really spread the golf championships.
So I feel like, you know, we represented New York really well. Ben said this is like a really famous public course. Like, it's so Pargy. Yeah, he's like, it's the Pargiest, hardest course ever. And when I tell you, like, facilities-wise, I could not get over the logistical dream that it was. I'm sure everybody, like, you know, because, like, when I went to Coachella, I'm like, this is a nightmare. But, like, Jackie saw my Instagram. She was like, oh, I saw you were getting, like, chauffeured around on a golf cart. I'm like, yeah. That wasn't like a special turdy thing. That was everyone. They were like a line of golf carts. There were so many golf carts. Where do you need to go? What hole are you trying to get to? Like, it was so organized. I could not get over it. Jackie, when we were in the merch shop, they had so many people working there. When you were getting online to go check out, before you did that, there was like a little station where they removed your hangers. Like, just things like that nobody would think of. It was so organized. I couldn't get over the organization of it all. Like, and it was really beautiful, right? Like, all the sponsors, they had Polo everywhere. There was like Ralph's, you know, the Ralph Lauren iced coffee place. They had like Ralph's trucks and Arnold Palmer's. Like, I felt like New York really showed up and showed out. It was a gorgeous day too. Yeah, I was just being like a proud New Yorker.
Oh, nice. I was wondering if that was more like the organization that puts it on. I think it's a combination between like PGA and like the European PGA. And so I would imagine that like wherever they go, they have that level of organization. But
Yeah,
maybe it had to
for
do
me,
with the venue.
that many human beings in one area, like, is a logistical nightmare, and it just get me out. That's not at all something I like am attracted towards. But I was pleasantly surprised at how parchy it was. Also, it was the most baby-friendly, stroller-friendly event I'd ever been to. So I went on the website because I'm like packing all my shit the morning of with my caravan of shit, diaper bags, baby carrier, stroller. And I'm like, oh, do these places have like bag rules? Like, you can't bring a bag into a stadium. Like, so I go on the website and they're like, so you can only have a purse that's 6x6. I'm like, excuse me? And then, you know, I want to read it. I was like, I was deeply moved by the FAQ website for the Ryder Cup. Ready?
Okay.
I took a screenshot of it because I thought it was okay. The following items are also permitted on site: small bags, diaper bags, strollers. Like, that's party. I don't know if like all organized events have that, but I just felt like it was I felt so seen.
Inclusive.
It was so inclusive. And I think I was maybe one of two people who brought their baby. Like, I thought it was going to be like way more babylicious.
Yeah.
And people were like looking around at me when Ruby was like in the carrier on my chest. Like I was crazy.
Yeah, but you were like in a suite and you were tucked away and you were sitting.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Now, I feel like this is sort of like the push and pull with motherhood. Like, don't want to go anywhere without my baby. Going with my baby is no longer fun.
Yeah.
Like, I was sweating like an animal.
Stay home.
We were trying to get him to nap. Lol.
He's not going to nap at the Ryder Cup. He's witnessing history.
Then I put him in the baby carrier and he did nap, and I was like walking around huffing and puffing, sweating like an animal. So yeah, it was kind of like a nightmare. No fun was had. But Ruby went to the Ryder Cup. You know, it took his dad 33 years to get to the Ryder Cup. It took Ruby 4 months.
Yeah, no, he needed to go. Also, like, the fact that it was in Long Island,
of course,
Ben had to go. And because, like, I'm so passionate about the Ryder Cup, you had to go with Ben. When he texted me that, like, he got tickets to the Ryder Cup that Claudia doesn't want to go. And I was like, Koji.
Okay, that's not at all what happened. Just saying.
Oh, no, I know that after I spoke to you. But that's what he texted me saying.
I said to Ben, and I don't even know what he's talking about. He's like, I got tickets. No, he didn't. I think he was like going to go get tickets. And I said, sure. But like, we're bringing Ruby and I need you to get us into like, a place that has like air conditioning and food.
VIP.
So once he did that, the fabulous team at Celsius was more than generous. And yes, I had a party experience. I couldn't have done it without like the indoor facilities. Like, I think people go and they walk every hole and they drink the whole day. And they literally walk from hole 1 to hole 18 and they spend the whole day. I couldn't do that.
I didn't see that for you. That's not what I saw for you. I said on Wednesday, you going to Ryder? He said, I am not. I said, why?
I just want to say Ben's a liar because on Wednesday he didn't have tickets, okay?
I said, why? He said, Claude wasn't into it.
Liar, that fucking liar. He didn't even ask me until you brought it up. So I told Ben, I'm like, yeah, that's such a fun thing to do with Ruby. It's a beautiful day outside. What else are we doing? Get Pargy like VIP tickets. And he did.
Cracking up. I'm so glad that it all worked out. I watched a little bit of Saturday and then a lot of Sunday. Oh my God. Watching golf live is so stressful. Like, seriously, not for someone who needs to monitor their blood pressure. No, it's like watching those balls roll. Like,
yeah, but on TV, they have so much high tech programming that like where the ball is gonna go. Good luck seeing the ball in person.
Of course.
I saw like a bunch of players. I didn't see one ball. It was so tiny.
Did they have monitors for you to watch on TV?
They did, and so like we're all in the suite, and like the golf is happening right outside our door, and everybody's watching it on the TV. It's so stupid.
Yeah. No,
but it's more like camaraderie.
Yeah, I mean it's very tribal, and we'll get into it. We'll get into the controversy of the Ryder Cup because it was a crazy one. I don't know why. Like, maybe because it was the first one I watched, I just felt like it wasn't the most premium one. I felt like I finally got into it, and it was like a shit show.
Well, because we lost and we stunk it up.
Yeah, but like everyone like heckling Rory, everyone saying the American fans were so bad. But that's what they do at all Ryder Cups. Like, I think when the U.S. goes to Europe, like the European fans are trash talking too. But it's just like a bad look for the fans, a bad look for New Yorkers. I felt like it was so messy.
No, for sure. Although I do want to say boots on the ground, like literally.
Was that not what you were seeing?
It was so civilized. And I actually remarked to Ben, like how many people, like men, were like helping me walk upstairs. Like when I had Ruby strapped to my chest, like everybody was like looking out for me, not to like center myself yet again. But then I was really surprised to see like all the discourse online about American fans. And I do think like I probably didn't see most of it and like the fans were being disgusting, but I also think like Rory's loving this victim era for himself. Like, Except to the person who threw a drink at his wife, like seriously, jail.
Yeah.
Jail for you. So I didn't personally see that, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Oh, but that's
because I was like in my own
interesting.
world.
That's very interesting because if you would just read the headlines, like you would think like all of these people need to go to behavioral class and learn how to be like amongst human beings.
When we were leaving, Ruby was sleeping on my chest and Ben was pushing the stroller. We like looked like, we needed help. We could not find the exit. And so many people were like, what do you need? It's over there. Do you want us to call a medical to drive you? I was like, okay, no, like it's not that dramatic. But like, I just don't recall. Actually, maybe I don't leave the house that much like with Ruby. That like, I just remember being like stunned at how like nice everyone was being. But maybe that was truly just my experience. And I'm American, so everyone was nice to me.
Yeah, or maybe there were some bad moments, but you missed those moments. And then outside of those moments, everyone was decent.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Really rebuking the narrative there.
No, I meant to, when I was there, I was like, I wanted to remember this to say on the show. I didn't even know that there was all this drama with the fans. I just wanted to say, like, I thought everybody was being so nice to me and my baby. Like, it was such a family-friendly event. Like, that was my experience, for real. Meanwhile, I see on TV, there's like so much drama, people getting arrested. Like...
Extra state troopers called in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like seriously being treated like a queen.
That's really funny.
It was really funny, but that's just genuinely my experience. I'm not denying
it's
anybody
your
else's
truth.
Experience.
It's a big event. A lot can happen.
I mean, it's huge too. I really chilled by holes 15, 16, 17, 18, 1. Yeah, it like loops around.
Well, we'll get into the actual golf later in the show because this is a sports podcast. We loved seeing you guys talk to your men about what you learned here at the Toast. And
we are helping women. This is a women's like health podcast.
It literally is. We're constantly talking about women's health.
Our periods.
And like various other feminine
Mucus
issues.
plugs.
But no, like for dinner tonight, if you're going on a date with your man or a new man you want to impress, like we've got all the talking points for you, okay? So stay tuned for that.
For sure. Yes, and we also have the Super Bowl news.
We have the Super Bowl news. There's a lot to discuss. Do you want to get into it? Do you feel comfortable?
I do. I did also want to say that I didn't know, like I was supposed to be waiting up for an announcement last night. How did everybody know that they were announcing it? I went to sleep.
Well, so the Cowboys, it was the Cowboys game at 8 o'clock. My husband was watching the game, and as the game started, he said, they're announcing the halftime show at halftime of this game. And I was like, oh. I was like, okay, so call me when that happens. But then he was watching in the living room, and I was in my bed, and I was turning something on. I was like, I'll just watch the game until the halftime show. So I was like sitting there waiting, and I think that also made it worse for me because I was like so excited. And, in my head, I'm like, is it Taylor? Is it Miley? Is it Adele?
Right, Taylor, Miley, Adele.
And spoiler alert, like,
no, it's bad.
It's not for the girls.
So we'll
by
get
the
into
girls
that.
and for the girls.
We'll get into that, but I just want to say, like, it's giving last minute. Because if they knew who the person was, like I thought there would be so much hype. Like, how do I not know that they're making the announcement? Like, I live and breathe this, and I didn't even know that there was an announcement coming.
Yeah, but I feel like usually it just sort of drops, and then I catch it, and like that's just how it is. The fact that I sat there for 2 hours, and like at 49 seconds left in the second quarter, I really had to pee. But I'm like, it's 49 seconds. Like, I'll wait. And I just like sat there holding my pee. But 49 seconds in football is 20 minutes.
It's 3 hours, yeah.
And then I finally then I checked my phone, and they had already announced it like on Twitter. It was on Twitter before I watched it on TV. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go pee. And like, what a waste of my time.
Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't wait up because like I went to bed deliciously early.
Yeah.
Fell asleep to the sweet sounds of Ina Garden. Ugh, even though I want to kill Ina.
What'd she do now?
One thing about Ina is she fucks heavily with the food processor. Like, she doesn't make a dish without the food processor like on the counter.
Respect.
And Ben is now like gung-ho on getting a food processor, and like we just don't need one. And we actually had like an argument last night. He was on Amazon getting a food processor, and I just said, I'm like, please, I'm actually like begging you on my hands and knees, like, please don't get a food processor. First of all, I know you don't give a rat's ass about food safety. Like, there's so many parts, like you're not going to keep it clean. Two, it's just gonna be like strewed about on the counter. There's no space for it. Like, please. And he was like, why can't I just get a food processor? And I was like, you can, but I'm actually asking you not to.
You know what you should have said?
And then we had, because we just cleaned out the kitchen. And then we had this like negotiation. He was like, okay, because I had begged him when we were cleaning out the kitchen. I'm like, this enormous blender. You've never used it. Like, seriously, get rid of it. And he was like, I need a blender. And it's not like a little NutriBullet. Like, it's a big ass blender.
But a blender is a food processor.
Yeah. So
are you getting one system that has both?
So we have agreed to part ways with the ancient, filthy blender.
Great.
And I've agreed to get the small 7-quart. Is it quart? 7-cup food processor.
But also, and I know this would be Team Ben if I say this, but like there are blender systems where it's a base and then they have a blender attachment or
and a
food,
pulse
or a food processor attached, because it does the same thing of mixing. So he could have gotten something like that, but that's more parts for you.
Yeah.
But you should have said to him, you're such a good chopper, you don't need a food processor. It's like for people who can't chop so good.
He was like, he actually had the nerve to look me in the eyes and say, yeah, but I want to make gazpachos.
That's really hard. That's hard on a marriage.
That's a conversation ender.
That's hard on a marriage.
I was like, you're ridiculous. It was like seriously the most contentious time. Like I was just like, I wasn't even saying no. I was just like, please. I was begging.
Like, think of me. Please. Think of your child.
Please don't.
And don't forget
We've
the
lived
noise.
a good life. We have lived a, I'm sorry.
Oh,
and
the noise.
The other part of the argument that bears mentioning is that we got a food processor for our wedding. We had it for, we've been married now 8 years. We probably had it for 6 years. Never once used it. I gave it away 2 years ago. So like, not only did you have one for 6 years, you never used it. You've now lived without it for 2 years and you're completely fine. You're completely happy and content in your life. But just because fucking that bitch Ina cooks with it. Like, I'm seriously so fucking done with Ina.
I empathize with you as an empath, and I knowing that you're going through this marital spat, but I do sympathize with Ben because I love gadgets, and if I'm watching something and there's something that I need that I don't have, like I need it. No. I need a gadget. But I live in a house, and that's what a house is for.
Correct. So if Ben wants to buy me a house, I'll buy him a food processor.
He can move to the suburbs if he wants a food processor.
Correct.
Until then, chop, chop, chop.
Until then, no gazpacho for you.
Yeah, you should make him watch shows of people who have like small kitchens and live in cities. So
Tiny kitchen.
He could learn hacks for being in a small kitchen and not being able. Like Ina has a huge kitchen. You can't relate to that.
She's a palatial estate.
Yeah, no, you should find a creator who who does that? Who does that? I don't know how to say. I don't know her name. The New York Times Chrissy Teigen girl.
Allison Roman?
Yes. She has a YouTube series. It's like really good. And she has at least last time I watched, she has a small kitchen. So she's going hacks.
Got it.
So Ben should become an Allison Roman girl.
I am only subscribing to like poor chefs who don't have big kitchens, you know?
Yeah.
Life hack.
See, compromise.
Yeah, I'll go on Ben's phone and like subscribe him to like a bunch of like tiny kitchen content creators.
You should take his phone and follow Allison Roman. Like just like
okay,
leave that there. Leave it
done.
There. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Like kind of trouble in paradise for me.
You've been through a lot. That's what we're here for, to talk it through. And we come up with really actually practical solutions.
Pargy solutions for sure.
But now, without further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know, oh my God, are brought to you by Stamps.com. Well, you've heard of life hacks. We just gave you a great one if you live in an apartment. Well, if you're running a business, here's a business hack, Stamps.com. For mailing important documents, invoicing, payroll, and bookkeeping, you've got plenty on your plate. Well, Stamps.com puts an end to all of those tedious mailing tasks. So you're going to get access to the USPS and UPS services that you need to run your business right from your computer or your phone, anytime, day or night. There's no lines, there's no traffic, and there's no waiting. So take care of all your mailing and shipping needs wherever you are, even on the go with Stamps.com mobile app. Let Stamps.com handle all your mailing and shipping needs whenever, wherever. So it's the all-in-one mailing and shipping services for major carriers on one simple platform. All you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale. There's no learning curve regardless of how you send, so support is always available via phone, chat, and email. You can seamlessly connect with every major marketplace and shopping cart if you sell products online. So unleash your new favorite business hack and sign up today at stamps.com/toast. Sign up at stamps.com/TOAST and get a 1-month trial plus free postage and a digital scale. Slay the house down. That's stamps.com/toast, stamps.com/TOAST, and that's going to get you a 1-month trial plus free postage and a digital scale Stamps.com/toast. Thank you, Stamps.com, for your long-standing support of our show. Today's episode is also brought to you by Rhoback. Rhoback. All right, let's take a second to talk about Rhoback. They just launched something new, and it's their first try at leggings. So it's the Vista collection. They did not miss. They created leggings that are buttery soft, so soft, in fact, you might forget you have pants on, but don't worry, you do. They're high-waisted, which if you're not making leggings that are high-waisted, like seriously, put it in the garbage. They're supportive, but they don't compress, and they hit the very rare balance between structured and flexible. So a lot of leggings can slide down and give you like that drop crotch feeling, which is the worst, or leggings will cut you off in weird places. Well, these don't. They really just work. They come in 3 core colors: black, Pargy, flag blue, which is like a purpley blue color, and a nice soft green that's perfect for this time of year, or perfect for the redhead in your life. You know, green leggings are extremely complimentary to our fair-skinned, Pargelicious redheads. The best part is that they didn't just drop leggings, and it's a collection. That means multiple items. They launched matching bra tops and layering pieces to go with them, so you can throw on a full set with a half zip or a jacket and actually feel pulled together. So whether you're working out, running errands, hopping on a flight, or just having a low-key day, this is the kind of outfit that covers all the bases without looking like you didn't try. We've both been wearing them nonstop at home, at the studio, walking the dogs, more so Jackie than me these days. They're the kind of set that you put on and just really exclusively wear. So if you're looking for a reset, something that's functional and flattering, check out the Vista collection from Rhoback and use our code TOAST at Rhoback.com for a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. That's RHOBACK.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Rocket Money, my personal favorites, because as you know, we're in our saving era, and Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find any subscriptions that you maybe forgot about, or you don't even realize that you're subscribed to twice. It helps you find that. It realizes that needs to be realized and helps you get rid of them. So a lot of people aren't aware of how much money they spend each month. So do you know how many subscriptions you pay for, how much money you spend on takeout, delivery? It's definitely more than you think. And there's an app designed to help you manage all your money better, and it's Rocket Money. So it's a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. So I think a lot of people join Rocket Money because the subscription thing is so pargy. Not only do they tell you what you're overpaying for, or like you're subscribed to twice, or you're still subscribed to even though you don't use it, but they also help you cancel. So they're not only giving you the information, they're being proactive. But then it's also a personal finance app that can help you monitor your spending, lower your bills. Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place, including those subscriptions, and they will help you cancel it. The dashboard lays out your financial picture, including bill due dates, pay days, in a way that's easy to digest. Their 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter the TOAST in the survey so they know that we sent you. Don't wait. Download Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from the TOAST.
Thank you, the Turt. I will let them know that.
Let them know, sis. Let them know.
Our first story, Bad Bunny is headlining the Apple Music Super Bowl 2026 halftime show. It was announced last night at the Cowboys-Packers game during halftime that Bad Bunny will be the halftime show. There was like a little video of him sitting on top of a goalpost saying Super Bowl halftime show.
So I'm split because I'm a tostada, of course, but I'm also a swirly. And I was really hoping we had like a long, extensive discussion about like
who it could be.
No, and like really hoping for like one for the girlies, you know, like a pop girly. Taylor was thrown around, Adele was thrown around, Miley was really thrown around. Of course, Kelly Clarkson is always welcome. So it's not my particular genre. So I'm not like lit up. Like I'm not going to be like waiting around like for what he's going to sing. But I know there's a lot of people who are excited, especially people from my community. So I'm happy for you guys.
You're happy for your community.
I'm happy for my community, but like, is this who I would have chosen? No.
No, and especially with the names that were floating around, which were so exciting.
And so girly. We've had like 3 men in a row.
Yeah, we have. We haven't had a pop moment in a while, and I thought this was our time. I just assumed it was our time. I didn't even think that they might throw someone from left field who wasn't a girl. In
the mix.
Yeah, no, or even if it wasn't Adele, Miley, or Taylor. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was going to be like girly and swirly, and especially as the NFL is like trying to like get more girls and women involved with like Taylor. And then this is just like a total left turn. Zach was explaining to me, he's like, NFL's really trying to court a global audience in general. Like they play the games in London. They just did one in Dublin this weekend. And Bad Bunny is the biggest artist globally in the entire world. So like this is just like great marketing for them to like get into the audience, like millions of audience, but like then they're just like not necessarily catering to the people who are like the fans of the NFL who have teams in the league, like the people who watch.
So yeah, there's like two initiatives. I think on a small scale, the NFL's like, you know, within our country trying to like cater more towards women. And that's why they have like the Kristen Juszczyk partnership and like little things. But yeah, there is this like initiative to make football like a globally recognized sport, because football is actually soccer for most people, and nobody outside of America
gives a damn.
Plays the sport of football. Like they don't even have leagues. So I understand what they're trying to do, and honestly, in that regard, like this is a brilliant choice.
No, it is worth mentioning that like he just announced a world tour and he was not stopping in the US. He had 0 shows in the US, and I think also it was like a political thing. So now you're going to do like the biggest show in the US, but you wouldn't go see your fans in the US.
He had said that he was skipping the U.S. on his tour completely because he didn't want it to, I'm like paraphrasing here, but he didn't want like it to become a hot spot for immigration.
Yeah, that he didn't want ICE to be waiting outside his concert to deport his fans.
Right. So I think, I don't know why the Super Bowl would be different, but maybe it's just like a thing of like get your bag, you know? Oh, speaking of get your bag.
Free.
He doesn't get paid?
No, you don't get paid to do the Super Bowl, but it's get your eyeballs.
What about even Apple Music?
No, you don't get paid to do the Super Bowl. We've talked about this so many times, and like really there's no amount that they could pay you.
Yeah.
And then people will get paid different. It's really messy, and like you're on the biggest stage in the world, like that's the payment. But he did say in a statement, he said, "What I'm feeling goes beyond myself. It's for those who came before me and ran countless yards so I could come in and score a touchdown. This is for my people, my culture, and our history."
Slay the house down. Love someone who's proud of their culture. It's just not who I would have chosen, but I'm happy. People are excited. So as long as, you know, this is for someone, great.
Yeah.
Speaking of get your bag, I have completely fallen into the side of TikTok that's talking about the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Now, at first,
by the way, I've been
joke.
Sending you the Riyadh Comedy Festival for the last few weeks.
I thought it was a joke. Tim Dillon made a joke. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know it was a real festival.
It's a real festival.
Oh my God, there's so much drama, you guys. Like, so, and I guess I didn't realize. So, and by the way, it all comes back to golf. Ready?
Because of Liv?
Yeah. So I guess like Saudi Arabia has like this ministry of like foreign affairs that's really been trying to like infiltrate culture. And they've been hosting they've been trying to like get like Americans they're trying to like meet us halfway, right? So like they started the Liv golf tournament and got a bunch of like American and European golf players to like start playing in Saudi Arabia. They're trying to like normalize their culture. And they've also been doing it a lot with boxing. And I guess I didn't realize because like I don't really pay attention to golf or boxing. But then this weekend, they threw a comedy festival, and people are really upset because it's like held by the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. And like Saudi Arabia is hella problematic. You know, like women can't drive and they have like slavery. It's like really bad.
Yeah.
And so all these top tier comedians, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, those were like the biggest names. Oh, Bill Burr. People are really mad at Bill Burr. You have to see the lineup. It's like the biggest comedians in America.
It's also like the big comedians of the, you know, like Tom Segura.
Tom Segura, yes. So they have, Saudi Arabia has paid these comedians insane amounts of money to sort of like, you know, forego like a moral stance.
Overlook the human rights violations and make us
come
laugh.
And play one show. And I'm sure that these comedians thought like it wasn't going to become that big of a story. Like who gives a shit about like a random comedy festival in Saudi Arabia? And again, like people have been playing golf for Saudi Arabia. It was kind of a big deal with the golf thing, but like all these boxing matches have been happening. Like I'm sure they were like, nobody really cares. It's one weekend. Everyone's not going to be paying attention, but it has blown up. And I think it's more so because a lot of these comedians, almost all of them, I mean, comedy in itself is very political. And so a lot of them, you know, do their comedy to express their political views. And like, this is, you know, kind of like a crazy thing to do. And people are so mad. I was actually really shocked to see 2 women up there too. Like Whitney Cummings.
Oh.
Yikes.
And
Jessica Kirsten, who I really like too. Like, I'm just following this whole thing. It's so crazy. And I understand. And so this other comedian, I sent you this video. I didn't know his name. He dropped out. He like made this video.
He said he had dropped out 2 weeks ago, like before all of this happened. But now with all the flyers going around, people are seeing
his
him.
Face is on
He's on
it.
the old flyers. So he's like, people think I'm still doing it. And I'm actually not doing it.
And he was basically saying like they paid him for like 40 times as much as what he gets for a regular show. So let's say he makes $1,000 a show. They were offering him $40,000. And he made this like video being like, all right, so I'll just do 40 shows. I'll just work really hard and do 40 shows. Like, okay, like that's your job. Like, why are you yelling at us? Like it has been, you guys, my TikTok is infiltrated by it. It has been the craziest. And now I'm getting content from the festival, like the official festival account, making like hype videos of Kevin Hart. And I just know Kevin Hart like wants to die. Like he did not think it was going to turn into such a big deal. Now like all these videos are resurfacing. It is so crazy. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it is really crazy. I'm sure Kevin Hart's getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, I think I heard that the most anyone had gotten paid, and I assume it was either him or Dave Chappelle, is $2 million.
I would have thought more.
And then on the lower end, I think like some of the smaller comedians are getting like 150, which is like more than they would really ever make in a single given show.
Well, of course, but like that just doesn't sound like enough.
I completely agree. And people, it really became a story because Shane Gillis spoke about it. He went on a podcast being like, yeah, of course I got offered. I turned it down. And I'm sorry. It's craziness because Pete Davidson is there. Pete Davidson, and everybody's like, well, if anyone is going to do it, it can be Pete Davidson because his dad died in 9/11. Like Saudi Arabia is like extremely 9/11 coded. And so he's just getting what's rightfully his. It's sort of like, payback almost. But Pete Davidson made it a big story, and then Shane Gillis went on a podcast being like, it's so crazy. Like, they offered me money. I said no. They came back, offered even more money. He was like, it's so much money, but like, I'm not doing it. Him and Mark Maron,
I
who
saw
also
Mark
talked about it on his
Maron.
podcast.
I sent you Mark Maron's.
Yeah, they talked about how like they were both offered, and like it was kind of like a no-brainer, and they were shook when like all their comedy friends, like everyone, the biggest, were doing it.
Yeah.
And if anybody has 2 tickets for the Riyadh Comedy Festival this weekend, please let me know. I'm looking for 2 GA tickets.
You'd like to go?
Yeah. How much would someone have to pay you?
There's actually like no amount. Like
Yeah.
I can't be bought in that sense.
I can be bought. I'm just like not really down to go to Saudi Arabia.
Right. Like you have to go.
Yeah, right. Oh, that for sure. And it's all about like free speech because they don't have free speech there, and they actually just killed a journalist. It's like a really kind of hot button area
and I believe
right
that
now.
Tim Dillon was doing it, and then they canceled him for something that he said on his podcast.
Okay, so he was talking about it, and I thought Tim Dillon was joking.
That's what he said on, like, I saw a reel, but like everything he says is so dry humor. I don't know if he's joking or not. I agree.
1,000%. That's why I thought the festival wasn't real.
No, but his participation was real at one point, and I guess now he's really not going. And it's because like they were monitoring what he was saying on his podcast about it. I guess he like mentioned the slavery, and he's out.
Yeah, got it. So like we can't talk about the slavery. So it's just really crazy.
Yeah, really crazy. But everyone who was going is still going.
It's happened already. I think it was this weekend. I don't know if it's
like
over
it's like
yet.
A weeks-long thing. You know, comedy festivals like it's like right.
Because I saw a video of Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle already there.
Yeah, no, but just for laughs, it's like a month-long thing. You know, New York Comedy Festival.
You're right.
It's like a season almost.
It's like weeks long. Yeah. People are really mad at Bill Burr. That's like where I've seen the most outrage.
Why him?
For. I don't know, because like I feel like Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, they do social cultural commentary. A lot of it is political. So you would expect them to take like some sort of like moral high ground. I was watching people on TikTok talking about it's like not shocking that Kevin Hart would do it. There's like nothing Kevin Hart wouldn't do. Like he's just sort of like pleases everyone, you know? He's really not a polarizing figure. He's just like he talks about like family stuff. Like it's not, I don't know that he has to edit his set that much because it seems pretty Saudi Arabia friendly just in general. Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr, who are like these more cultural commentators, I imagine they're limited in their material because I don't think most of it would fly.
Interesting.
But I think it's more so people were saying like, I think they expected like this to fly under the radar, much like a lot of the other sort of like Saudi Arabian cultural events recently. And it's really not because comedy is so political. And I think a lot of like the consumers of comedy are sort of like intellectual people who like wouldn't let this
and who
fly.
Like expect better from their faves. But also I think some comedians kind of like, you know, have this moral superiority. You're commentating on everyone beneath you and everything that's stupid and ugly. And when you put yourself like on a pedestal like that, like then you're not immune to
that's really
criticism.
what it is. Totally.
But not all comedians like do that sort of
Kevin Hart.
Right. Like Kevin Hart, I wouldn't think of him as like a condescending comedian. So like,
no, I wouldn't think of him as even so much like comedy's really not even so much comedy anymore as it is like cultural commentating, like on what's the state of the world, state of affairs. And Kevin Hart doesn't really do that. He just like tells funny stories about his kids. Oh, Sebastian Maniscalco was on there.
Yeah.
Not my boyfriend.
Not your boyfriend. You'll have to call
But
him.
he's like a Kevin Hart. He just talks about like funny stories, like not really. His comedy would probably be safe in Saudi Arabia anyways.
Yeah. Different strokes for different folks.
Totally.
Our next story, some sports news, Ryder Cup 2025. Europe wins the cup despite a last-minute U.S. comeback. Europe has kept the cup. One thing that I didn't know about the Ryder Cup, so you have to win 14.5 points because there's 28 points total. So in order to be the winner, 14.5. But if you win 14 points and you already had the cup, you keep the cup. So if you're tied, like, yeah, the Europe keeps the cup. So Shane Lowry got the 14th point and they're celebrating. And Zach was like, it's over. I'm like, okay, you could put on football. And then people are like, are you still, then you guys were like, did you see that? And I'm like, wait, I thought it's over. I thought like whenever you hit the point, it's done. But no, so the score wound up being 15 to
I don't know. They
something?
really made the scoring so unnecessarily
15
confusing.
to 13.
And Ben was explaining it to me, and I'm like, you're not speaking English. And when I was there, I wasn't understanding anything. And when I was watching on TV, I wasn't understanding anything. And then like the third day was more like a little bit easier to understand because everybody was just like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Not like a foursome. Like it was so fucking confusing.
Yeah.
And a half a point, I was so confused.
No, it was confusing. The Americans like really stunk so bad.
Oh my God, they were so bad. It's like, it wasn't like one person brought the team down. Like everybody just decided to like do their worst.
No, and then on the last day, like everyone's coming through and like playing strong, but it's like, why can't you just do that on the first day? That's like when I watch a football game and nothing happens in the first 3 quarters. And then at the end, it's like this race and it's like, they don't have enough time. I'm like, you just had 45 minutes and you did nothing.
And like Streisand DeChambeau like stunk it up, like probably made the biggest duty ever, like so bad. And they were like, he came back at the end and he actually had a historic comeback. It was the largest comeback.
He was like down by 5.
5 in Ryder Cup history since like 1979. I'm like, that's not a sleigh. Why were you down by 5?
Yeah. That was rough, but I do feel like, and not to like point fingers at specific players, but some players that you know more because they're the best in the world.
Scotty Scheffler like was turning like a big turd.
Where was number 1? Like it wasn't giving number 1 energy, and it's great that he was able to beat Rory on day 3. But like you win every championship, every cup, every match that you play, and you win. And like when it's time to play for your country, like the energy's not there.
Yeah, that wasn't cool, especially because I think they all wanted it so badly. Of course, they're competitive guys, they're professional athletes. There's like a level of, you know, you want to win. But I was watching a lot of their interviews and almost all of them got really choked up. And the interviewer each time was like, why are you getting so emotional? Like, why is this so important to you? They were just like, I love my country so much. Like, they wanted it so bad. They had the heart. They didn't have the skill. Like, what in the world?
But the thing is that they have the skill because, like,
I know.
Rankings-wise, most of these players are ranked higher than the European players. Mm-hmm. But like Europe just like has that camaraderie and like the teamwork. Like I wasn't seeing the teamwork and that's what makes the dream work.
And like day 1 and day 2 were so bad. And clearly like they all got on a group text on Saturday night being like, we have to do better.
No, but it's like
and
they all played well,
but it was
Sunday.
too little too late.
They played well Sunday solo. Like the issue is that they don't play as a team. And I think that comes up in previous cups. And then it's not expected that you win when you're away because of all the heckling and like you really get a home court advantage when it's in your country. So like this was their time to win, especially because
huge loss.
They are the better players and they're on their turf and the Europeans are getting like verbally abused by the crowd. Like that really messes with your head. And so they had all the energy going into it. And so like, why didn't they win?
Does this happen every year?
Every 2 years.
Got it.
But every 2 years, there's also what's the President's Cup, and that's the U.S. players versus the Canadian players. So, like, there's always something.
Are there, like, big Canadian golfers?
Yeah, Michelle Money's husband.
Slay Michelle Money.
Mm-hmm. And when I watched it on Full Swing, like, it wasn't as much of a wash as you would think. Like, there was a game to be played.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we can't beat the Europeans, maybe we can beat the Canadians.
I wonder if there's a cup that's Europeans versus Canadians. I'm sure there is.
I don't think they would leave us out like that.
It's all, they tell me everything is not about me.
But what if it is? So a lot of the drama at the cup had to do with like the fan
behavior
reactions. Rory McIlroy at one point turned around and pointed, "Shut the fuck up."
No, when he scored a point, he was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah,
because they were cheering, fuck you, Rory.
It was giving, Kim Richards, like with the finger in the face. Shut the fuck up. It was so crazy. Like, and then he did a press conference. He was just being like, okay, I agree. Like the Americans were out of control. Like we needed to be like a little bit more like tempered in our reactions. But he was living for being the victim. Like in the press conference, just talking about like how unacceptable it was. Like chill, okay, chill. We're having fun.
Yeah, but I'm of two minds. One, like I know the Europeans heckle the Americans when we're in Europe. Do they use expletives? I need to know. I need context. Like what level was this jeering at compared to like what happens in every Ryder Cup? Two,
like I'm so also it's worth mentioning, by the way, because I was there. Not everyone was American. I saw so many Irish flags, so many British flags.
Right, they weren't cheering. Like, they weren't taunting.
No,
Rory.
but maybe they could have been contributing to the toxic environment too. By the way,
yeah,
just saying.
But also, then people were like hurling insults about his wife, and she was there the whole time. And you know, he has like a little bit of a scandalous personal life, and so they were like making fun of that.
What was it again?
They separated. He was like rumored to be dating that golf reporter who is on Full Swing. She's a commentator on Full Swing. She's talking about him all the time. It's like really crazy. And then he got back together with his wife, and they have a daughter. But he like the daughter was young when he like left, and then he came back. But they're a happy family. Leave them alone. The fans were making fun of Shane Lowry's weight.
Oh my God, you mean Luke Combs? I kind of loved Shane Lowry. He was so cute.
He was really cute. As I said, he's usually there as like Rory's plus one. They always play together. They're like the best of friends. But he was like the MVP. I mean, Tommy Fleetwood was the MVP, of course. But like Shane Lowry really stepped his shussy up.
Okay, Shalussi.
His Shane Lowry.
I love that for him.
Yeah. No, there was a great showing for them, despite all the hate. And of course, Justin Rose, who got like the first, I guess for the last day, they played them in order of who's playing best because like the Americans couldn't afford to lose one.
Right.
So Cam Young, Go Off King, number one. Justin Rose, who's the oldest player in the competition by far. He's
Whitney's husband.
45. He crushed. Even though he lost to Cam Young, like he crushed the whole weekend.
Right. And John Rahm lost.
John Rahm lost, even though he's like really solid. I feel like you want John Rahm on your team.
John Rahm bomb.
Justin Rose has Cavaliers, and I just feel like that's really important to know about him.
That is definitely a really good thing to know.
In case that comes up in trivia night.
At date night with your husband tonight.
So all in all, like...
you don't happen to know what type of dogs Justin Rose has, do you, sweetie? Oh, I do. It's a Cavalier.
Yeah, Cavalier.
Yeah, Cavalier.
Oh, no, it was like kind of an embarrassment. I felt like for the first Ryder Cup that I watched, like as a present individual, like I got the worst one.
No, it was definitely annoying that we lost, annoying that there was like drama, and like maybe we didn't like put our best foot forward as Americans. I just do feel like Rory was like blowing it up. Like, and I'm not doubting his experience. Like I saw the videos. The person who threw the drink at his wife, like seriously deserves to never leave his house again. Like seriously, jail. I just feel like he really like blew it up to sort of like amplify the stereotype that like Americans are rowdy and like Europeans are classy. Like it was just annoying.
I would agree with you, but did you see that video that went viral of him like talking about how much he loves this country?
Oh my God, I did, about how his wife is American and his daughter's American and it's the most amazing country in the world. And it was honestly giving patriot. You're right, I take it back.
It was giving patriot, so I don't think he's just like rushing to hate America.
No, you're right. He lives here.
So I'm holding space for both things, and now I'm like neutral on Rory once again because I thought that was like really big. Especially, I don't know when he said it, but it seems like he said it recently. And he's going up against America, and he said like this is the greatest country in the world. Like there's so much opportunity for success if you work hard. Like really beautiful way to speak about the country.
Agreed. It should be on like a commercial for the U.S. It was nice. You're right. I take it back.
So net, I'm still good with Rory.
Me too. And ever since I sat next to him on a plane.
Did you?
No. You know, I love to like make things up randomly, just lie for literally no reason. And one time I went to Scottsdale for like a comedy show like years ago. And when I got home, I just like decided to lie. And Scottsdale's like a big golf destination and everybody on my flight was like on a golf trip. So I was like, oh, there was this guy. And I was sitting in first class. So I was like, there was this guy next to me who's like a big golfer. His name was like Rory McIlroy.
What did he say?
And I pronounced it wrong. I was like, Roy McIlroy or something. And he was like, you're lying. And it was the first time I ever just like randomly lied for no fucking reason.
Bug.
And I just remember because I've done like a million lies since then. Like, and if they're not lies, I don't keep them forever. I tell them like 5 minutes later. And that one stuck with me because it definitely infected me with like the lie bug. And I was just like, yeah, he was super nice. He was like on a golf trip with his boys.
That's really funny. Also, Rory, like, it's very, like, in the documentary, he's, like, a big face of the PGA. Like, he was very anti-live, very principled about that. You know, he would not have done the Riyadh Golf Festival.
Who went live?
Bryson.
And, like, a big one. No, somebody huge went.
Phil.
And now they've merged,
Phil.
right? Like, now it's not a big deal.
Yeah, now they merged. And, like, Rory just, like, I felt bad for Rory because he's, like, he stuck his neck out, like, you know, defending the PGA, and now they've merged. It's so confusing. Phil Mickelson, he was the biggest one. And also
John Rahm.
Dustin Johnson.
And Brooks Koepka. Yeah. Damn.
Very interesting stuff. You've got to watch Full Swing.
I kind of do.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story?
What number?
Number 3.
Yeah.
Wedding bells for Selena and Benny. Selena Gomez married Benny Blanco this weekend in Santa Barbara, California. She shared some photos of themselves with a little...
She did?
Yeah, with this...
I only saw Benny's.
You didn't see all these pictures with the filter?
Hold on. I only saw Benny posting like a really cute mirror picture where she looked so pretty.
She posted like all these artsy photos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like give us less. I just want to see like the ceremony.
There is very little that she's giving, except she
took pictures of Polaroid pictures.
She is sharing her look, which I think is a really beautiful look, and not...
Yes, it is.
Not what you would have expected.
No, it's very old Hollywood, like hair parted to the side. She looks gorgina.
She does. And I just want to commend them on getting married, because I think
Agreed.
that when they got engaged, I thought it was just an engagement to be engaged and to stay engaged. And I didn't think they would get married. And if they did, it wouldn't be this quick and like, you know, just traditional.
Timely.
And we need to add them to the list of celebrities who actually got married.
Yeah, celebrities love to get married for press. For just something to do. I'm sorry. They love to get engaged for press. They love to get engaged for literally just like an activity.
A new piece
something
of jewelry.
To do. For attention and new jewelry, yeah.
But to get married is a really big thing. And so
very few like take it seriously.
Congratulations on getting married.
Yeah, that's a huge step when you're engaged. We love that. She literally looked so gorgeous. I need to see more.
Yeah, a lot of celebs were there. People said that Taylor Swift was there. And she was also at the game last night.
Yeah, well, when you have a plane, like, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's like a late night. And then where did they play? They played the...
Ravens, Baltimore.
They played him, so she flew.
That's cross country.
But then she wasn't seen at the game.
Yeah, I think she's taking this stalker situation, like, hella seriously. And so she snuck in through a back door.
Or she just, like, really wants Life of a Showgirl release day to be, like, massive. Maybe she, I don't know, maybe she changed her hair.
Or she was hungover from the wedding. No, but she just wanted to roll in leggings.
No, I think no matter what happened, she wasn't going to be seen because she hasn't been seen.
Yeah.
And she's not been seen anywhere outside of game. Yeah. We didn't even see her like at the wedding. I feel like she's incognito for some reason. Maybe stalker, but like maybe Life of a Showgirl.
I really feel like it's stalker, actually.
But then she has to promote this album in 4 days.
Yeah, we know she's doing Jimmy Fallon. We know she's doing Graham Norton, and that's it.
For now.
Yeah.
We'll see. Very exciting. T-minus 4 days till Life of a Showgirl.
T-minus 4 days. And all we've gotten is... We just got a new commercial, like, for a Target exclusive.
Oh, I mean, I can't with the vinyls and the
I know. It's another vinyl, and it comes with a free poster. Like, okay, I'll get it,
like
sure.
The pink spritz lemonade.
Yeah.
That's Skinny Confidential.
Literally.
That's literally what this vinyl was called.
Like, come on. Give it. I know she's, like, obviously dealing with something.
No, just 4 days. Just give it 4 days and you're about to get, like, a whole new work of art, you know?
That's, like, so underrated. Is that this week?
Yeah,
Friday?
Friday.
Oh, my God. Not only do we have Yom Kippur, we also have Taylor Swift's new album. What a crazy week.
Yeah. A lot can happen in a week.
So true. I feel like 1 week from today, well, first of all, we'll finally be able to talk shit again. Thank God.
But that's not really how it works. Like, we're meant to be doing better, you know, in earnest.
No, it's true. We're at least like supposed to try. I had a crazy dream
We're supposed
last
to try. So that's why I will never share who the weenie was, even though most of you guessed it.
Yeah. And I'm glad you all were thinking what we were thinking, but we didn't have to say
I guess that's
it.
me sharing. I apologize.
No,
that's not me.
yeah, well, I saw people guessing like mostly the same person. I also saw a couple people guessing Stassi Schroeder, and just know like we would literally never. So
or Meghan Markle. No, that was wrong. Like
no,
that
it had nothing to do with that.
No,
The other person, yeah, it was her.
Claudia. We're supposed
What?
to be good.
I am good.
Yeah, we are. We know what's
Like,
in
I'm
our
the
hearts.
best.
We know what's in our
Yeah.
hearts is goodness. Are you ready?
So literally oozing with goodness.
Oozing. Are you ready
Oozing.
for our next story?
If it's our next story, that's brought to you by Flav City.
Oh, it is.
Flav City's mission is simple. Upgrade your everyday with better-for-you sips, from protein smoothies to anytime essential drink mixes with collagen, fiber, and electrolytes. They make it easy and delicious to swap out the junk for real ingredients. I have to give Jackie credit because like I'm so on the Flav City electrolyte game now, especially that lemonade pack. And I copied Jackie because she gave it to me over the summer. I thought she like hand squeezed lemonade because she's so weird like that. And she's like, it's electrolyte Flav City. It's so good.
It's so good. Their electrolytes are so good. We literally go through 7 sticks a day. Everyone in my house drinks them. I have them in here right now. I feel measurably like more energetic, hydrated, better when I have my electrolytes. The kids love them. The taste is so good. It's made with good stuff. Like you could trust Bobby.
They also just launched their own lattes that are made with 100% grass-fed whole milk. The flavors are vanilla latte, salted caramel macchiato, chocolate chunk mocha, cinnamon dolce latte, sweet almond drop latte, and brown sugar latte. You can go to shopflavcity.com now to upgrade your morning routine the Flav City way. Once you like get into Flav City and you like start following Bobby and everything's Bobby approved, like you just feel like you could really trust him. So everything he makes like is good.
Yeah, no, it's a way of life.
Visit shopflavcity.com. Use our code TOAST15 at checkout for 15% off your first purchase. That's shopflavcity, F-L-A-V city.com. Our code is TOAST15 for 15% off your first order, exclusively for Toast listeners. Today's episode is also brought to you by Daily Look. It's summertime and we're always looking for ways to inject newness into our wardrobe, and now we can with Daily Look. It's the #1 highest rated premium personal styling service for women. With Daily Look, you're going to get your own dedicated personal stylist to curate a box of clothes for you based on your body shape, your preferences, your lifestyle. It's not an algorithm. It's real personal stylists, and you're going to get the same stylist every time. That means you can try up to 12 premium pieces per box. You can try it all on in the comfort of your own home. And if you've ever been inside a dressing room, like screaming, crying, throwing up, you know how valuable it is to like try on clothes in your own bedroom with your own air conditioning and just like send back what you don't like. It saves you time, it saves you effort. So whether you need something effortlessly chic for a day at the office, you want to upgrade from last year's sundress, Daily Look has got you covered. You fill out their quiz, including your price and lifestyle preference. You get up to 12 hand-selected items delivered to your house, and then you buy what you love, send back the rest. They offer free shipping both ways. It's truly that easy. Their mission is simple: to elevate your style. That's why they work with both established brands and up-and-coming designers. So your box can feature names like Kate Spade, Good American, Girlfriend Collective, Spiritual Gangster, and more. They also have sizes for almost everybody. They go from extra small to 3X and 0 to 24. So it's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Head to dailylook.com to take your style quiz. Use code TOAST for 50% off your first order. Once again, that's dailylook.com for 50% off, and make sure to use our promo code TOAST so they know that we sent you. One last time, that's dailylook.com. Our promo code is TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by OpenPhone. If you're running a business, you know that every time you miss a call, you are leaving money on the table. So when every customer matters, you need a phone system that keeps up and helps you stay connected. That's why you need OpenPhone, the #1 business phone system. It streamlines and scales your customer communications. It works through an app on your phone or your computer, so there's no more carrying multiple phones, using a landline, grandma. With OpenPhone, your team can share one number, and you can collaborate on customer calls and texts like a shared inbox. That way, any teammate can pick up right where the last person left off, keeping your response times faster than ever. Plus, with AI-powered call transcripts and summaries, you'll be able to automate follow-ups, ensuring you never miss a customer interaction again. Whether you're a one-person operation just drowning in phone calls and texts, or you have a large team that needs better collaboration tools, OpenPhone is a no-brainer. See why over 50,000 businesses trust OpenPhone to manage their business calls and texts. OpenPhone is offering our listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/toast. That's OPENPHONE.com/toast. And if you have existing numbers with another service, OpenPhone will port them over for you at no extra charge, which is just a pargelicious benefit. OpenPhone, there's no missed calls, no missed customers. Head to openphone.com/toast, openphone.com/toast, and they will get you 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Cozy Earth. Cozy Earth makes so many Toast-approved products, whether it's their blankets, their sheets. I love their jamas. They are so Toast-approved. So their bamboo sheets are temperature regulating, guaranteed to give you a comfortable night's sleep, made from viscose from bamboo. They naturally wick away heat and moisture from your body, helping you sleep several degrees cooler. They also have a really viral blanket. It's called the Bubble Cuddle Blanket, where you can really lose yourself in. The blanket offers a combination of comfort and style with its distinctively textured bubble design woven from ultra soft fibers. They offer risk-free purchases. So with a 100-night sleep trial, you can try out the sheets. If you don't love them, you can return them hassle-free. I guarantee that you won't want to. They also offer a 10-year warranty because once you feel this level of comfort, you'll want it to last a decade. Bedding is so important, like some of us spend, just the nights in our beds, but some of us spend day and night in our bed. Our bed is our kitchen. Our bed is our office. Our bed is our boardroom. Our bed is our leisure lounge. And having the right partner when it comes to bedding is super important. And that's why we love Cozy Earth. And we also do have an offer. If you go to cozyearth.com, you can use code TOAST. You'll get 20% off site-wide. And if you get a post-purchase survey, make sure to let them know that you heard about Cozy Earth from the Toast. COZYEARTH.com. Our code is TOAST. That will get you 20% off site-wide. Because home isn't just where you live, it's how you feel. Let's go home with Cozy Earth.
Thank you, Cozy Turt.
Are you okay? You made like a weird sound.
A sound?
Okay, you looked like you were like going into labor or something.
No, I was just undoing my drawstring. I'm wearing a belly band, which has mostly been helpful.
To support?
Yeah, in the last 24 hours, but just between that and my pants, it's just a lot.
It's a lot.
It's just a lot. It's feeling tight.
I hear you.
It's feeling tight. But thank you, Cozy Turt. I love to lay in my cozy earth with my Cozy Turt.
What's better? I like to lay in my cozy earth with my cozy jirt.
Our next story, a little fashion news. Meryl Streep, or should I say Miranda Priestly, meets Anna Wintour while in character during groundbreaking Milan Fashion Week exchange. So, as we know, Devil Wears Prada 2 is filming. Milan Fashion Week is going on. Miranda Priestly arrived at real Milan Fashion Week, and she met real Anna Wintour, who Miranda Priestly is based off of, and it's all very meta. And it's cool that they're using like real fashion shows to film for the movie.
Yeah, so like for the most part, I have hated how this movie is being spoiled for us. Like all the paparazzi pictures, it's so annoying. Having said that, I don't feel that way about this because I love this. I love when movies or TV shows like film at the real life event, like when Entourage filmed at the Emmys. Like loved. It's really so cool. And for us to get this moment of Miranda Priestly and Anna Wintour, and there's always been like whispers of like,
well, it's like, how does Anna feel about her portrayal in Devil Wears Prada? Because that's really how she will mostly be remembered. For people who don't know her, who don't have the pleasure of interacting with her,
with Miss Wintour.
That's how we see her, is as Miranda Priestly. And you know what? I do feel like it's pretty on the nose. Like maybe it's harsh, but I think she's a harsh lady and proud.
I think it's accurate, and I think if there ever was a time where she didn't like it, maybe that was true, but she's learned to embrace it because it's such a cultural, like a beloved character. And it really, at this point, only benefits her to lean in. Mm-hmm. And I feel like for many years, we all wondered, like, how did Anne Hathaway's life, like, was that affected, like, about her ability to, like, get into fashion or even ever be in vogue due to her participation in the movie? Same with Meryl Streep, same with Emily Blunt. And so now I feel like it's good, but I do feel like there was a couple of years where Anna was definitely annoyed and like blacklisted them from stuff.
I wish I was like a present person on this earth during that time. Like
and like, did they go to the Met Gala the year they were promoting the movie?
Yeah. Had they gone to the Met Gala previously? Okay. Meryl, this, that. Because I feel like Meryl would get the brunt of it, right?
Yes. It came out in 2006. 2006. Well, let's say 2006 and 7. 2006 and 2007 Met Gala. Anne Hathaway. Okay, wait. What year is this? Anne Hathaway's Met Gala looks through the years. Thank you, sheknows.com. 2023, 2018, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2010. Okay. 2009 was her debut. So 3 years after the movie. It feels like maybe Anna had time to get over it.
Yes, but it also feels late. But I also feel like these days Met Gala invites are so willy-nilly, whereas
it used to be hard.
Then, it was harder. Like, just because you were in LA Enchanted doesn't mean that you can come to the gala.
Okay, now years Meryl Streep.
Does Meryl Streep go to the Met Gala?
Definitely, no? Oh my God, 5 celebrities who have surprisingly never been to the Met Gala. But this was written in 2022. But yeah, she hadn't been. She's never, as of 2025, she has never attended the Met Gala. That's definitely a choice. Or has she been blacklisted?
Right. Maybe this year will be her first year. It'd be cool if they were filming, but it's not till May, so it probably won't be included.
Yeah, but this is cool that they used Real Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, please keep the footage to yourselves. I want to be surprised. Like, can we enjoy anything these days? No, we can't.
Yeah, it's just also like, I'm wasting my excitement on these moments when it's like I want to be excited.
We wasted the good surprise on you.
Yeah, when I want to be excited about the movie, not feel like I've already seen it like through pictures.
I scrolled right past those stories, and I don't want you to ever, besides for this one, share them as stories on the toast.
I
like,
really don't, because also everyone has a guest cameo. I think also there's a lot of like fake stuff being filmed to throw people off, which is a good tactic, but like I'm not watching that closely.
They did that with The Summer I Turned Pretty. There was like a scene.
What's his name? Gavin.
Yeah, Jeremiah and Belly, and she like looks to be married, like in a wedding dress. It was actually really smart.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do these days. Like, remember when Sex in the City ruined like the Aiden thing? It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Good thing that show stunk and nobody cared, but still.
Yeah. Are you ready for our 5th and final story, which is some new couple news that I think you're going to be excited about?
I am. My coccydynia is flaring up, which means I'm ready for the 5th and final story.
Your body.
My body usually tells me like when we're ready for the 5th and final.
Usually it's like Bruno jumping up.
Right.
Our 5th and final story, hot new couple alert. Madelyn Cline was caught making out with Prince Constantine-Alexios of Greece and Denmark in a steamy new snap. So Madelyn Cline from Outer Banks, you know, darling of the film industry.
Chase
and
Stoss's ex.
Young Hollywood, Pete Davidson's ex.
Yeah. She really has like a delicious roster.
Just a gorgeous girl.
She's so gorgeous.
Was caught making out with a prince, the Prince of Greece and Denmark. His name is Constantine-Alexios. He's 26. She's 27. He's also like very handsome. He's not just a prince.
No, he's so hot.
He's a handsome prince.
Okay. So much to unpack. First of all, I feel like when you've really kind of scorched the young Hollywood eligible bachelor list, like the only place you go naturally next is royalty.
It's overseas.
And I love that she's going Greece to Denmark, you know? I have no notes.
I
think this is such a slay.
Sophie Turner Pellegrino.
Yep, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, such a slay. Like, what can be said? I think Dumois had the picture. They said the people's princess, which she is.
Literally.
Like, she could be the next Grace Kelly. Keep going.
She already, in a very small way, she already is.
No, but like you can't really be without like marrying royalty, you know? Like,
no, even if they don't get married, having a royal connection in your dating history is such a chic thing. Like years from now when they say, oh, she used to date a prince. Like it's so fucking cool.
It is. But I think, and she'll always have that because we'll always have this and we'll always be a notch in her belt. But there are ways to make the notch even bigger, maybe multiple notches. And I don't like, I want to see this flourish. You know, I mean, 26 is a little young, but maybe he's a mature 26.
I mean, when you grow up in royalty, like you actually grow up really quickly. I'm not joking.
You grow up fast.
I also think like what I'm trying to think of like a comparison like to celebrities or people we know who have like that royal connection.
Meghan Markle.
One that's not so obvious. Like Diane von Furstenberg, right? She's like royal.
Yeah. Cara Radswell.
I was just going to say Cara Radswell. But she's not royal. She's a Kennedy connected.
Yeah, but then there's a Kennedy that's a princess or a Carol. I don't know. See,
no,
but that's the thing. No one even knows.
Just,
no one knows where it comes from. You're just attached to royalty. And that is good.
They're just like American royalty.
No, there's a princessness in there.
Oh, yeah. Carol said she like technically was a princess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love this. This is so elevated. Like nobody, and she's like a part of that crew, right? She has just outcrewed the crew. Like no one's on her level. No one's doing this.
No one's doing this.
I love it. I love it.
They could keep like circling the drain with Austin Butler. Like,
right. Oh my God. Austin Butler's like vomiting. He's like, you will never be a prince. No matter how many accents you fake, you will never be royalty.
maybe you could play one
Sure.
in a movie.
Maybe you could play Prince Alexios of Greece and Denmark in the movie about his life with Madelyn Cline.
Yeah, Prince Constantine-Alexios. Remember the name.
Literally the name on everybody's lips.
Is also Madelyn Cline.
Slay. I love this for her.
Yeah, this is a major slay of the day, if you will.
New segment?
New segment.
Slay of the day. I really like that. Jot it down.
Okay, I have my my thing here.
Your what? Your cup?
My my notepad.
Slay of the day.
It's buried. I haven't been note taking like I was. This page only says one thing.
What does it say?
Spencer Pratt.
What about it?
Because we were having a conversation and you were like, wait, I want to talk about Spencer Pratt, and we wanted to finish our conversation, so I wrote it down so that we wouldn't forget. Slay of the day. Let's see
if it catches on.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum title.
I love your slay day.
That is our show, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast the Millennium Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places where you listen to podcasts. Find us at Toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, about how stunning, about how wickedly talented we are.
Love ya. Bye. Leave a message.